It's all about having fun, being healthy, being part of something that maybe you didn't have a chance to be before.
Prairie Grit Adaptive Sports gives kids and adults the opportunity to play in sports they may not have been able to in the past, like 9-year-old Palmer Thompson, who has spina bifida. In the past, he could golf from his wheelchair, but now, with the help of a paragolfer, Palmer's game has gotten even better.
People that have disabilities can do this. My mom and dad, they got the paragolfer, so I can so people that have disabilities like me can use that.
Golfers are strapped in at the waist, knees, and chest. The cart can go all over the course, even on the green. It raises up so the golfer can be in a standing position.
I was a little kid like Palmer, it probably wouldn't have been possible for me, so that's why it's really important to have these 2 golf carts out here and getting the kids out here to experience this, and it really means a lot to me because I didn't get the chance when I was younger to play some sports, and now we're getting the chance to do this, and it's really exciting.
Fundraisers like the Golf Scramble have made it possible for Prairie Grit to purchase other adaptive equipment for sports like basketball, tennis, soccer, and even track and field. Now there are more and more opportunities for athletes of all abilities to be a part of the team.
The fact that we can do anything that you guys can do, if you're not in a wheelchair, we can do the same things you can, and we just have to do it a little differently and adapt.
All the families in the Minot area and North Dakota, frankly, have chances that maybe they would have never had. So getting to see that and getting to be a part of that, it fills you up for sure right here.
Reporting for KX News in Minot, I'm Karassa Stinchcomb. When it comes to a tough loss, some may turn to superstitions. You've probably heard of the curse of the Bambino, curse of the Billy Goat, or even the Madden curse. While these are some of the more famous ones, the curse of Labonte is a big deal in the curling world. And although it happened 49 years ago, the famed curler remembers it like it was yesterday.
In 30 years, no one's going to remember who won, but they're always going to remember you.
In 1972, Robert Labonte was just 21 years old, competing for a curling world title in Germany. Things were going well for the U.S. team against Manitoba.
We were up by 4 points after 6 ends. They got 2 in the 7th, 2 in the 8th, so now we're tied up. We get 2 in the 9th, and they needed 2 in the 10th to tie to go into an extra end. Well, if you've seen the footage, that's where we thought they'd only got 1.
Under him, he kicked the Canadian stone and moved it ever so slightly, but he moved it.
We were world champs for 8 seconds.
The kicked rock forced the game to go into an extra end.
And I missed my last shot. It wasn't a real easy shot under the circumstances.
And just like that, the Canadians took the title.
Chuck is the 1972 Silver Broom champion.
Had I been a bronc rider, I'd have gotten the trophy. But being I was only a lowly curler, I had to settle for 2nd. And we flew back and we landed in Montreal. And we didn't know if it was a big deal or not. So my dad went and got the newspaper, and it said, U.S. kicks Canada to world title. And we thought, geez, they know about it.
The curse of the Labonte came to be.
The reason that the Canadian broadcasters came up with the curse is that Canada had only lost the World Championships twice in probably a 10 to 15 year span.
But for years to come, they were winless. It took 7 years for a Canadian team to win a championship. And for Bob, he never made it back.
It bothers you quite a bit, especially when you take 2nd the next time, and 3rd, then 4th, 5th, and so on. So, but after, last 20 years or so, you kind of take it in stride.
His wife of 37 years has been by his side to witness it all.
It was really a life-altering event, but he has handled it well, and he's always handled it with humor.
In 1995, 23 years after the tainted championship, a curler from Manitoba finally broke the curse.
Before the game, when Bert Nick was playing in the final, they showed the moon rising and a coyote howling. The curse. Oh, is Bert Nick going to break the curse? And he finally won 23 years later. So it lasted a long time in Manitoba.
Did you feel relief that?
No, I wish they'd never won. Can you imagine a 49-year curse? I may have had to go back there and reverse the curse.
I wanted the curse to go on forever.
Teammate and friend Mark Hildahl says he too will never forget how the Labonte curse came to be.
It was very fun to watch the other curlers, especially the Canadians who had been around, when he'd say, "Bob Labonte, nice to meet you," and they would kind of look a little bit and go, "Did I hear him say Bob Labonte?" And then you could hear him almost thinking, "Is that the guy?" And they'd look at me and I'd kind of shake my head and go, "Yeah, that's him." And they'd kind of go, "Wow."
Bob officially retired from competitive curling in 2003. He played for fun every so often, and in 2015, he finally found his way back to Germany.
They tried to give us the boot, and I said, "I've been waiting 43 years to get in here. There's no way I'm leaving."
Nowadays, he still finds himself curling, just in a different way.
Hooray! Watch it, Canada. Curse the sequel is coming to your town. I'll be back. If I can find 3 people to play, we'll get you warmed up out there. We'll go mixed.
A little co-ed team.
Yeah, put that at the end. I'll be back.
I took him up on his offer, and a little scheduling conflict came up, so I'm not so sure if he's coming back. For KX Sports, I'm Karassa Stinchcomb. For the last 20 years, Gail Wondrusek has given hundreds of third graders the chance to do something they may not have gone to try: skiing.
My happiest moments are on these hills.
Everybody, we're going to go around to the left.
Wondrusek is a full-time history teacher at Dunseith Public Schools. She became a volunteer ski instructor at Bottineau Winter Park when she was 43.
And then you're going to push it off like this.
When I was a Fayette teacher, there was a big push 20 years ago to teach kids lifelong Fayette. And that's why we did this, so that they can ski when they're my age and older.
The 63-year-old says she's taught more than 1,100 kids how to ski, from the newbies to kids who have done it before.
When you have a kid that's really scared, and then later on they're like, "Oh, this was great."
The funnest day I've had in a while. I got to go on a bigger hill, and it was more fun.
What's been your favorite part?
Just skiing down the bunny hill. She's pretty nice, and she teaches us well.
Put our skis together like a French fry. Make them straight.
Wondrusek says she couldn't have done it without the help of the older kids who came back to help mentor.
I enjoy teaching the kids how to ski and just seeing their faces after they learn.
It makes you feel good that you helped them learn how to, and then they can go again sometime. It just makes you kind of feel good, and then maybe they'll go on and keep skiing.
Including some help from her son, who's now a level 1 alpine ski instructor.
The nervousness, there's a lot of little kids who come up here and they've never done it before, and it's a big deal putting on boots for the first time and going out in the snow and have these slippery things attached to our feet. So I think fear is most of the thing. So we just, as mentors, we just try and show them how much fun you can have, and they get a real thrill out of it.
And that's why Wondrusek has continued to come back year after year.
Good deal. It's the kids. Yeah, it's a great day, and this is a day that they'll always remember. They'll tell me, that was our best day of third grade.
But she expects this to be her last winter teaching on the slopes.
I'm going to miss the energy that she brings to it, and just having the kids come up here and having how excited they are for it.
Very good. There you go. Get your arms out there. Good job.
She hopes someone takes over the program and continues to give kids this opportunity.
Keep on skiing.
For KX Sports in Bottineau, I'm Karassa Stinchcomb.